Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Brentwood in Essex for MTK Fight Night. I've just run into Jack Catterall. Jack, I see you at every show. You always support your gym mates. You're probably one of the best gym mates around.
Yeah, of course. It's nice, isn't it? You're in the gym with them, training for weeks on end, and you've got to support them. It's a hard sport, so we're down here today for Chantal. I was up in Scotland a couple of weeks ago when she was fighting. So
you were in Scotland, you were in Liverpool.
Last week when Martin were fighting,
So now you're down in Brentwood. Essex for Chantal. Well, let's talk a little bit about Chantal before we go into yourself. I mean, this is for the WBC silver title. She wins this, she's probably going to get a crack at Katie Taylor. What's your thoughts on the fight tonight and the possibility of fighting Katie Taylor?
Of course, Chantal's in a good fight tonight. She works really hard, and I think a good win tonight she'll probably secure that big fight with Katie Taylor. Again, Katie Taylor votes. We know how good she is. Yeah. She's unified world champion, so it's a big challenge for Chantal. But I believe with the right team she's got now and the way she's been progressing, it's a fight that she can win.
Okay, let's jump on to you then. I mean, you're at every show, but you're not fighting on them just yet. So, when you're next out, what are you looking at?
I'm hoping to get out in September. Through no fault of my own, I'm in the gym. I've been training hard, sparring, looking after my body. And you see me, I've been at all the shows, but I fought April. I thought I was going to get out a couple of months after that, which we're in July now. So I'm hoping September we'll have a date. Obviously Hooker Ramirez next Saturday in Dallas.
I'll be there,
so
which is quite good.
You'll be there.
I'll do a scouting mission.
Yeah, you'll be the scouting mission. So we can see what happens, how that fight unfolds next week, and hopefully by then I'll know a little more of what the plan will be fight-wise over the next couple of months.
But you're looking, was it after the Harold Davis fight that you were chasing the Morris Hooker fight?
I think the fight was almost close to getting done. It looked like Ramirez at one point wasn't going to take the fight. Obviously we got the rest of the super lightweights with the belts in the tournament, so Hooker was kind of left. He had that terrible fight that I went to, where he boxed somebody who wasn't really that great, so I believe we almost had the fight done until Ramirez accepted the offer. Now he's in the unification fight, which ultimately can be a good thing. You never know, could end up fighting for 2 world titles, but we'll see.
Okay, well let's talk about the Hooker versus Ramirez fight. I mean, you've obviously seen Hooker fight. You fought Terry Flanagan and stuff like that. You've probably studied him a little bit, thinking you're going to face him. Have you seen much of Ramirez, and how well do you think he's going to do?
I've seen Ramirez in bits. Obviously I've got to keep an eye on all these guys now in my weight division. These are the fights that I want and I want to be involved in. So I've been watching Hooker more recently. I thought I was going to get that fight, and I have to do a bit of homework on them both now. But I'm confident in beating Hooker, confident in beating Ramirez as well. So we'll see.
Who wins, Hooker or Ramirez then?
Got it as a 50. I keep changing my mind. It's a 50-50 fight. Really couldn't call it.
So what's your hope then? That sort of like whoever are you mandatory for the WBO? Are you sitting in that position yet? Or?
I believe it might get called after this fight.
So all going well, you'd become mandatory. Whoever it is, Ramirez or Hooker, again, all going well that you face them, you do well. You hold 2 belts. Josh Taylor versus Regis Progress. Whoever wins that's going to hold 2 belts. I mean, you're probably 2-3 fights away from being a unified. It sounds crazy.
Yeah,
it does sound absolutely crazy. But
boxing works in weird and wonderful ways, and never say never in boxing. I've worked hard and I'm in a great position now. God willing, we can keep progressing. I want to be involved in these world title fights. I've had a lot of domestic fights over the last 4 years. I've beat whoever's been put in front of me, and I believe I've earned my shot at the world title. If it weren't for Terry Flanagan jumping up weights and stealing that shot, I'd have got it probably back then. But blessing in disguise, every day I'm in the gym feeling better. So when I do get my chance, my opportunity, I'll be more than ready.
Well, like I said to you, you're probably all going well in the next 2, 3, 4 fights maybe, that the world title could be in your grasp and that. I want to talk about the World Boxing Super Series again. Josh Taylor, you spoke about Josh Taylor. Josh has said stuff about you as well, saying that he would like to fight you if you held the world title, sort of thing. So how do you see Progress versus Josh Taylor?
Very good fight. Initially when the fights got put together, I picked Josh and Progress to be in the final, which they are. Just a really interesting fight. I'll be excited. Hopefully it gets announced soon. I can book my ticket and go and have a watch of that. I wish them all well. Yeah, I've got to get there. No, sometimes you go through stages, and right now I'm loving it. I just wish I would fight a bit more active than I've been this year, but that fight again, really good fight, so it'd be interesting to see who walks away with the Ali Trophy.
I think that most of the fight fans, especially on this little island, Great Britain, that we're on right now, would like Josh to win and you win a world title, and then we can see you and Josh face each other. I mean, you're both southpaws, you're both good on the eye, with the fans like to see sort of stuff. So in that perspective, in a fan perspective, we would like to see you face Josh. Do you feel like that as well? Would you prefer
Of
Josh?
course, I understand
else?
Josh has got his world title now, so him to face me is high risk, low reward. I haven't got a world title.
Yeah.
I understand that. I need to get in my foot in the door. I need to beat Hooker. I need to set some statements. I need probably 1 or 2 good opening the door fights onto that world stage, and then that's definitely a fight in the future down the line.
Well, you're at every fight. Are you going out to Philly for Calframpton?
I'm not, you know. I'm not good. You know what? I might do. I've been in the gym. I've been busy, up and down the country. So looking forward to watching Carl's fight. So
sorry for interrupting you. You are at every show supporting your gym mates, which is good to see. It is very good to see. But talk to me about the gym. I mean, with Rocky, Martin, Carl, you, Chantel. I mean, the gym's buzzing at the moment. And Jamie, especially the other guy. What's his name?
It's
Nige,
Captain Chaos.
Captain
No, it's unreal. And like even next weekend, 2 fighters out Friday and Saturday. So we've got Sean McGoldrick, next gen show in Liverpool. I'll be there.
Oh, of course.
And then Akib Saturday night in Oldham. I'll be there. You've got to support them, and it's good. I enjoy the boxing community, so
hope
they all do well.
For you.
Oh, they're always there.
Good stuff. I won't keep you much longer. Like I said, hopefully in the next couple of fights we'll see you on that world title bid.
You'll be on that scouting mission for me in Dallas.
I'll be on that scouting mission. Don't worry, I'll give you a text. Thank you for this fight, TV.
Thank you very much,
Jack. Thank you.
Nice one.